Hello viewers, welcome to another day of another episodes of Superbrands Bangladesh. I'm Nazmul Karim Chowdhury, your host for Superbrands Bangladesh today. I'll be guiding you in the amazing journey of the Superbrands who will be sharing their stories with us. Today, we have two brands whose journey will be shared. The objective of the show is to share the journey of the brands who have obtained Superbrands Bangladesh. In the next few episodes, we will also be sharing the glorious journey of the other brands of Bangladesh who have also attained this prestigious accolade. Superbrands, the UK-based independent authority on branding, promotes the discipline of branding and pays tribute to exceptional brands all over the world. Superbrands is a global arbiter for brands which operates in more than 90 countries around the world. Established for more than 27 years, Superbrand has become the biggest success symbol for brands. Superbrands has been successfully publishing a prestigious series of books which identify and pay tribute to the strongest brands in the world. The signature publication of Superbrands Bangladesh shares stories of each superbrand, which is a coveted book for senior executives in advertising, marketing, brand management, and in the media. Superbrands Bangladesh has selected, through a process which involves independent and voluntary panels of experts from a range of backgrounds known as the Brand Council. In Bangladesh, Superbrands for the year 2020 and 2021 were selected by a Brand Council consisting of eminent brand experts. The objective of Superbrands Bangladesh is to select brands that have been successful in Bangladesh by virtue of the strong links they have built with their customers. These brands are considered to have excelled in their particular fields and stand out from the average. Superbrands team then engages with the selective brands to finalize the brands who will be recognized as the Superbrands of Bangladesh. Now I would like to introduce two Superbrands of Bangladesh whose journey we will be sharing with all of you today. Our first brand is Singer Bangladesh. Singer started its operation in Bangladesh in 1905. During this 113 year of journey, Singer remained unabated and got bigger, better, and more relevant to consumers' aspiration. In the consumer's electric and home appliances industry, this is the only brand in Bangladesh that has such a long and successful history. Presently, Singer has a diversified product range which includes refrigerators, LED television, sewing machine, air conditioners, washing machines, kitchen appliances, IT products, furnitures, and many more that remains in the consumer's priority list. Singer has successfully positioned itself as a trusted international brand in the minds of consumers with more than 100 years of presence in Bangladesh that established itself as a super brand today. We also have Bashundhara paper with us today. The largest paper manufacturing setup in Bangladesh, Bashundhara Paper Mills Limited, with its ethos, efforts, and commitments ensures the right and quality paper products for its local and international customers. The company was founded in 1993 and considered to be the most promising brands of Bangladesh. This is the only paper manufacturing company in Bangladesh with ISO certificates for excellence in process and quality and for sturdy environmental commitments. I would like to welcome Mr. M.H.M. Fairoz, Managing Director and CEO, Singer Bangladesh. Mr. Fairoz, welcome to be on our episodes today.
Thank you, Nazmul, for inviting me today.
Thank you. We also have Mr. Towfique Hasan, Executive Director, Marketing and Business Development, Sector C, Bashundhara Group.
Thank you, Mr. Nazmul.
Thank you, Towfique bhai, for being here today. I would like to start with Mr. Fairoz today. Mr. Fairoz, we all know that Singer is the brand, which is the household name. Most of us, we actually grew up seeing Singer in here because you guys are here from 1905. So how to explain the journey that it's a household brand and with this new consumer demand, how you have coped up and what are the driving factors behind making Singer one of the biggest brand in Bangladesh?
Nazmul, in your introductory message, you basically covered the main points of Singer, but let me just highlight a few things. Going back to 1905, we know Singer started the business with sewing machine as a single product, as a single brand. Now today we have evolved to almost 20 product categories.
Amazing.
And reaching up to almost 10 brands. So from a single product to a multi-category, to a multi-brand retailer. And through this journey, we actually had the first factory in Chittagong, or I would say Chowdhury. Now I think we have evolved through, and we have television, refrigerator, washing machine, kitchen appliance factories, and there are some more, on the way. So that's another journey that going through the journey in Bangladesh, that we have managed to, to take it forward. Talking about Singer, a brand that has sustained in Bangladesh for over 100 years, I think it's a legacy that I don't think in our category nobody could claim. And the main thing is the consumers of Bangladesh, or the customers of Bangladesh, who have trusted this brand, and our aim is to take this brand further to next level. Thank you.
Excellent. Back to you, Towfique bhai. We all know how Bashundhara unfolded some of the amazing categories and products in Bangladesh, and I would be very happy if you could share that what are the driving factors behind Bashundhara itself, and also the products that become the super brand, Bashundhara papers. If you talk about the driving factors behind the success.
Thank you, Mr. Nazmul, for giving me this opportunity, and also thanks to Superbrands and Channel I for giving me this opportunity to talk about one of the triumphant journey of Bashundhara paper. When he launched Bashundhara paper during 1993, that time Bangladesh was almost fully dependent on imported products.
Yeah.
And that particular reason that prompted him to start Bashundhara Paper Mills Unit 1 and starting up with writing and printing papers into the market, because Bangladesh was then experiencing some sort of industrial revolutions, as well as coupled with some good rise of exports in different sectors.
Right.
So the need was very much rising, and it also helped Bangladesh to save foreign exchequer in a big margin, and we could also cover the whole of Bangladesh. So that was basically one of the biggest driving forces. It has been a really big and triumphant journey, I must say.
Excellent. Back to you, Mr. Fairoz. We all know that COVID was an unprecedented situation. None of us has experienced it before, even abroad and here as well. How have you managed to run your operations during the post-COVID period or the post-COVID period? If you could enlighten us with some insights.
Actually, Nazmul, this COVID is something that is so unfortunate, not only in Bangladesh, I think globally, we all suffered. When you say the categories that we are in, is a customer typically who wants to touch and feel the product.
Yes.
So during
the sensorial experience.
Exactly. So this is a real challenge that we faced, or I would say also our competitors, right? So one of the things that I would say our team did is, changing the business model. Let it be from communication, from traditional media, to moving on to digital, and how we do business. So this is where I would say, in terms of communication, we changed into digital media, and we used all our call centers, and we used all of the frontline staff calling the customers. Or I would say, this is where, we used the maximum the word of mouth, contacting our existing customers, and then promoting to another customer. And we also had one call, another campaign,
right,
where customers should just call our call center. Maybe the customer is from Chittagong or Bogra. We connected through our network.
So it's a central process of.
It's a central process.
Okay.
Where our traditional stores are closed,
right,
and the back-end operation has to continue. So even our production, we were compelled to reduce our production, and during the times where the government allowed us to operate, we had to go into 2-3 shifts. So I would say it was a very good experience, that we went through, and still we managed to continue the business.
Thank you. Coming back to Towfique bhai, we all know that Bhushundhara paper probably is catering more than 30% of the entire markets, and it's huge. Considering that COVID has sort of taught us how to maintain social distance, that was also a hard time. Paper needs became high, right, during this time. We all know that because of working from home and all. What was the journey? How was the experience?
Well, no one expected COVID and how one would expect that your kids would be going, it would be attending the classes only on the digital, tab or computers,
Absolutely.
laptops and all this stuff. So obviously the usage of paper, one could expect that the usage of paper shrinked a bit. I must say that one particular fact, before COVID, in Bangladeshi context, per capita paper consumption rose to that level it was never before, like 6 kg plus per year per capita. So basically
Huge.
it was at least, if I would consider that 25 years back, it was just in 2019 it was 500% more than 25 years it was.
Yeah.
Obviously we have become very much dependent on paper products in our day-to-day activities.
Right.
But during COVID, the situation turned completely different. Shops were closed. We have got 150 plus dealers all over Bangladesh. We have got our own distribution channels, networks and all this stuff. It could not run that way. Even up until now, we are just still in the process of recovering, particularly that we lost in that particular period.
I have a very particular question for you, Mr. Fairoz, regarding the consumer mindset. There was a time, probably back in 80s and 90s, when shopping was an experience. We used to go to the store and we used to take the support from the shop assistant to know more about the products. Now the time has changed. In this digital landscape, we thoroughly research. Even as a consumer, we know a lot more about our competition as well. So in this changing paradigm, what's your journey observing it and making it happen in Bangladesh?
Thank you, Nazmul. As we know, this brand has a journey of over 100 years. Still, our understanding is when we look at the traditional customer, they still prefer to walk into a store.
Yes.
Then coming back to your question about the modern customer, I would say the new millennials, things have changed. I think you gave the answer, I'm just trying to repeat. Their consent is not to walk into a store, and they do the search process, and they're quite knowledgeable in the digital media. And the time, we are in a rat race, so everybody would like to save time. So basically the new millennials or the new generation, they basically search through. The only time they walk into our store is just to check the product.
Yes, so it's more of an experience.
In fact, some, they don't even visit because when they know, our brand also, if you are selling a brand like Samsung or Beko, these are all international brands, they know with the Singer, the legacy, they just order online and we deliver.
Yes.
And it's another challenge for our company as we go through this the cycle. It's inevitable we need to change the business model. Otherwise, Singer wouldn't have survived for 100 years.
Absolutely.
So it's another challenge that we are, especially after the COVID, that we have gone through. And if you ask me the question, 10 years down the line, how this business is going to be evolved, what you see today Singer is going to be totally different. And especially I want to bring in the help from the shareholder. Now we are part of a Fortune 500 company.
Yes.
The only the Fortune 500 company in Turkey. So they operate in 150 countries. So with the support, so all the transformation is happening to Bangladesh. I'm sure the people in Bangladesh, they will see this change happening.
Very excited, and we are so happy that in Superbrands we have talked about it. We're looking forward to it.
Exactly.
Thank you. Great. Moving on to Towfique bhai. Superbrand, when we get the recognition, the accolades, I believe that the top brands, they never work to get the accolades. They get it on their process, on their way. But an award, a recognition helps. So how do you measure or evaluate this recognition when you become recognized as Superbrands? How it's going to inspire your followers, our competitions even, who is following you as a company who has established a benchmark of success. What advice you'd like to leave for them, if you could enlighten us?
Well, for Bashundhara paper, we are quite blessed and we feel honored and very much grateful to Superbrands that this is the second time we have been recognized as Superbrands. So basically for Bashundhara Group, since we consider Bashundhara Group as sort of a powerhouse of innovation, we do a lot of research, not only with the product, but also how the customers, how the consumers, they are thinking, their trend is moving. So obviously with regards to all this stuff, the entire innovation works. Industry experts we are very much blessed to have in our facility. Obviously the innovation starts from there, and Basundhara paper mills, it is not only manufacturing Bashundhara paper, but also some other products that are made of product like Bashundhara exercise book. The students in Bangladesh, Bashundhara paper mills is the only company, the first company to introduce exercise books from a branded house, branded exercise books. So previously we used to get the paper made exercise books from small household type of like cottage industry like thing. So Bashundhara Paper Mills Limited is quite blessed to have ISO 9001 in terms of manufacturing excellence, 14001 for our commitment to the environment. Also we are very much committed to the forest, because pulp is one of the ingredient of papers. So obviously you need to be very much committed to the nature. So we get our pulps from those sources. Pulps are not available in Bangladesh, so we are required to import pulps from some foreign sources. So basically we always select those sources, they are committed to the environment. So that's why we are also FSC COC certified, Forest Stewardship Council. So basically these are all together reasons why we are super brand. So super brand is not a mere recognition, it's something unique for this brand, and we are very much thankful to super brand. For the second time we are honored for this with this particular accolade.
Thank you. Thank you very much for being here today. Thank you very much.
Thank you
very much, Towfique as well. And I believe that with this inspiration, in coming years you'll see Singer will be recognized as super brands again.
Inshallah.
And also the same thoughts for Bhushundhara papers as well, because we are going to see much stronger Bhushundhara paper as super brand as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nazmul.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, viewers. That would be it for today's episodes with Singer Bangladesh and Bhushundhara paper from Superbrands Bangladesh. Hope to see you in our next episodes with more brands that are near to us and are the super brands of Bangladesh.